Hey there, I'm Mark Shepard with Forest Agriculture Enterprises. I'm here in Colorado today receiving a package of trees that were shipped from Forest Agriculture Enterprises. We shipped from Wisconsin. This was 3 days of transit in order to get here in Colorado. And so I want to see what they look like and also show you a little bit about how to take care of them after you get them. These are Forest Ag hybrid hazels from our own seed and our own breeding project in Wisconsin. When you're cutting the tape, you should be careful. When you first receive your order, take a picture of it just so we know how it was treated. This one was crushed a little bit. That's not so bad. I don't mind too much because if there is any extensive damage with the plants, we just want to know, was it the shipper that did it or did we pack them poorly? We open up the package. They're typically wrapped in plastic. Now, we have a slight problem with our nursery stock, and that Tom, our nursery manager, is really good at what he does, and he can grow a hazelnut from a seed to a rather large plant in one season, and so they end up being bent. Take the plants out of the box, and you can kind of hold it here, leave the elastic on, and you straighten them up. With the first one, probably only have to check one. Open up the bag and just see if the roots are moist. Why don't you come here, AJ, and look at that. These are still fairly moist. We use minimal packing material in the early part of the season. We use more and more as the season goes on, usually sawdust. This is fairly moist. That's decent. That's good shipment delivery. Then take all of the bundles from the bag, straighten them up, and I don't think there's usually many more than 6 or 7 bundles in a box, in this size box, 25 per bundle. We want to stand them up because the plants have growth hormones in the buds, all through the stems actually, that encourage the tree to grow straight. Hazelnuts are a multi-stemmed shrub. So we want to stand them up as soon as possible. Store them in a cool place, out of the sun. A cellar will do. A walk-in cooler at about 36 to 40 degrees would be good if you have one of those. Best thing to do, of course, is put them in the ground as soon as possible. And stand them as upright as possible. And then, as they wait for us to get around to planting them, now all their hormones are equalizing. They'll start to get their upright pattern. They'll know where up is and down is. And then we can easily just put a little water in the bag. And so just, every day, come through, and sprinkle a little bit of water in there. Just make sure the roots are uniformly moist constantly. Get them in the ground as soon as possible and enjoy. These hazels actually have a habit, say 20% of them are likely to flower next year. So it's possible you could have nuts as early as next year. Not a lot, onesie-twosies. Probably 3 or 4 years depending on the soil, how much water you give them in the growing season that happens to go by. So there you go, basic care and feeding of Forest Agriculture hazelnuts as soon as you get them. Thank you.